All right, y'all, let me get started because the thunder is outside acting like they want to play again for the second day in a row. And just in case, the power goes out again, so I can get my reading started. Yeah. All right, so this is going to be our weekly energy pool. So I'm going to do just a general energy, then your money, your love, and I called it the self-care decks. So like each tarot is going to have an oracle clarified, I guess we'll call it, right? So we're also going to start, as usual, with our angel numbers. Hopefully if the power stays on, then I'll be able to upload this, and it could be available. All right, so, hold on. Get this to the water. I love a good mason jar of water. Oh. All right. Oh, great. Okay. Nice and cold. All right. Angel numbers. Angel number 111 for the entire reading. The one that comes out first is going to be a 4444, which is a blessing in disguise. Challenges may lie ahead, but you have the strength to overcome them. If you felt lost, know that the winds of change are now blowing in your favor. Though some things may fall apart, you're building the foundation for something better. Stay strong and keep moving forward. The key words are obstacles, resilience, strength, character building, experiences, and transformation. Love that. I'm going to add out to our decks of discarded angel numbers. And then we're going to use our Dragon Riders Oracle just to get the main energy of everything. See what the message is for us. This is one of my favorite decks because I want a dragon so bad. And you comes out Mother Mary, and I don't know if that's going to be Xeo, Xeo. I don't know. But it is the number 12. And it says, extend the trust within you to all things in existence, and it will set you free. Those who are free will always choose love. Look at you, pretty dragon. Ain't he pretty? Well, it could be a girl, but I don't know. It's giving boy for me. So number 12, the message that comes here is Mother Mary has been venerated for more than 2,000 years. She was once an incarcerated soul and is now an ascended master. She brings us salvation, healing, and trust. Whoever asks for the shelter of her blue cloak, she is wearing a blue cloak, will receive the ultimate protection. It is prophesied that a woman would bring the Messiah into the world, and that this woman would become a focus of belief, just like Mount Zion in Jerusalem, where the temple of Yahweh once stood. By being ready to accept and conceive the Messiah, the daughter of Abraham not only became the mother of Jesus, but also his strength, his rock, and his courage. The message is, trust is important. Those who do not trust are afraid, and those who are afraid cannot resonate to love. Those who trust know that there is nothing to lose, but instead that there is always something to gain. By adopting this attitude, you will create paradise on earth for yourself. Breathe blue light into your body, breathe blue light into your aura, and begin to find inner peace. As you become calm, breathe in and anchor a profound trust within you. A message from the dragon, Xeo. Be careful of with whom and what you surround yourself, and remember that all glitters is not gold. Learn to trust, and you'll be able to hear the voice of your heart clearly and distinctly. This is the only voice that can lead you to the path of your truth. I love that. I love that. Keep that right there. That's very nice. So we're going to move into first finances. We're going to go into money because I'm a Taurus. You know I love love. I really do love money a lot more. You know what I mean? Sometimes if you got money, you don't need the love. Unless you use the money to buy the love. not my shtick. But we're going to use the Spirit Animal Oracle for your finance and career and money read. This is the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. Make sure it upside down. All right, on the pot. Oh no! Hold on. And I had to move the table, so I'm not changing cards again. But 2 cards came out. It is the Elephant Spirit. It was beautiful. And then there is the Whale Spirit. And I love that both of these are big energies, right? So the elephant is number 25, and it says learn from the past. And then your whale energy is 65, and he says trust the great mystery. So there goes that word trust again. So you've got learning and trusting. Right, we're going to move on to your Green Trace Tarot. That'll be the box that looks like. I've got to get a new ring light, y'all, because this desk light is doing too much. Every time I think to order it, I get a call and I can't do it, so I gotta put my device away and, you know. Anyway, let's see what we got for finances. Career, money growth. Anything that has to do with you being prosperous in the form of currency or abundance. Yeah? First card, I don't know if you can hear it, but thunder's on the way. The first card that comes out is the 6 of Pentacles. Let me make sure, because you're not a blind lady. Yeah, but the 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles is that you are able to give to receive, right? So I feel like maybe there's something that you have to invest in that's going to require you to spend money to get money. So maybe you have to go take a class or something. Maybe you're supposed to take more time to practice what it is you're really skilled at and gifted at, to be able to be better at it. Maybe you're going to meet someone who can teach you to enhance whatever it is you're trying to learn. What's that flipped over? It comes out to be the Devil, who is clarified by the 5 of Wands. And the card that fell with them is the 3 of Wands. I don't like that they put, it says Wands 3. Not a fan. Not a fan. I'm already having trouble trying to see this. Now you're going to put it backwards? Don't do me. All right, so the Devil, to come after our 6 of Pentacles, what is the main energy of finances? So the Devil could very well be that right now you're going through something where it's a little bit financially restraining. So you can't afford, or you can't budget properly to take a class, or you can't buy something that's needed to, like, say if you have a project and it requires something that is more than what you can spare right now. That could be what's holding you back. Because for your 5 of Wands and 3 of Wands to come out here, your 5 of Wands is the conflict of how you're going to move forward, right? But the 3 of Wands, that you're still making plans to move, you're still going to do it. 3 of Wands is when you gotta sit still. This is in the regular tarot, it's a person standing on the shore looking at the boats as a waiting for the ships to come in. So even though the 5 of Wands comes after your Devil, I still feel like you're going to make the decision to still go forward. You're not scared. I feel like you're trusting the process. So I feel like you're trusting the process. So I do love that. I love that, because there could be that even though something, like if you decide, okay, if I can't really afford it, if I manifest mentally that I need something, it could be something that comes to me that I'm not even sure it's out there for me. If somebody sees that you want to do something, like, yo, they are really dope at that, and I see they need this. Hey, I got this for you. You want this? Oh, I can't afford that, man. No charge. You know, shit like that. I love shit like that. For someone to see that you love something and they actually want to help and don't require anything of you because they see that you're supposed to be something great, those are beautiful spirits. Oh no, she meant me change. The card comes out here is the High Priestess. Your High Priestess is you having this all-knowing and trusting your intuition. We are going to say trust again. You're trusting your intuition about what it is you want to move forward with. Clarifying your High Priestess. Here's the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is usually where someone has stabbed you in the back and left you for dead. In this deck, this is feeling like I don't know, because it's somebody who's wrapped up in a bunch of like leaves and vines, right? It's like it's almost like a self-imposed. Can we see? Almost that's I got. Can you think like a self-imposed entrapment, a self-imposed like you're not like I said that devil. This is part of that devil energy. Something is making you feel like you can't have enough to do what you want, even though you are supposed to trust that you do have exactly what you need. You are exactly what's required of um this project. So we're going back to that Six of Pentacles, and you have to give something to get something. You know what I mean? So maybe once you decide to do that Three of Wands movement, there might be a time when you feel like things might feel like a bit too tight when it comes to you budgeting, or like you really might have to rob Peter to pay Paul. But your beginning energy was we have to give to receive, right? So I feel like that's definitely the one that comes out here is the Knight of Pentacles. So stuff might be a little bit slow moving when it comes to you getting your money and seeing a profit in what you're doing. But as long as you keep the energy of I'm going to do this, I'm going to make it, keep that Three of Wands energy, your pentacles will come in. It might be a little bit slow at first. And that's fine because anything that comes too fast got to have AIDS. You know? That's an old Jamie Foxx reference. I cannot take myself sometimes. The bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles. So see, even after the Knight of Pentacles, you get the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles, where you get to sit and look at what you got and what you've accomplished. And it's like, yeah, I did that. I did that. Look how beautiful. Look how beautiful my pentacles are growing in my garden of money. Like my money of coins. You know what I mean? Like it's beautiful. There goes the rain. Fingers crossed, y'all. So that's what we got for our finances and our career and our money concerns. Timestamp at 11:41. I mean, it is coming down hard. Sheesh. All right, so let's put that away. For our next one, let me not waste time because if it does go out, then I'll be mad to lose the energy, right? The next one we're gonna do is romance because I have the Rainbow Tarot out here and my big ass love deck that's just staring at me like, yeah, come on, come on. So I'm gonna get those, put that out. All right, we're going to start with. Should I do tarot or the oracle first? I'm going to go with the oracles. I feel like the oracle has the message, the tarot is going to clarify, right? So here's our big ass love deck. Make sure I got audio. Because that'd be an even bigger piss off. Right? It's hard to shuffle this deck because it's 25 decks in one, I swear. All right. What's the message of love for the week of July 20th? Got one card to fill out. It's all in his belly, so I can't see what it is yet. Got another one that came out. And that one is self-esteem and insecurities. I mean, oh, one came out, but it flipped over inside the deck. Oh, came out again. So let me see what we got. The first card that came out was a realization, spiritual awakening. That's the one that fell on his belly. So there's going to be some kind of, you are in this, you're seeing something. You're seeing something that you've never realized before about something. And I don't know what that is, but if we're doing the love reading, then, but for this to come out twice in this big ass deck, there is, I don't know if what you're realizing is that you don't need to carry the insecurities that you're having. Maybe someone's putting on you, or that you're realizing that you are someone who had some kind of issues about something about yourself that was not put on you, but now you're learning to love yourself. And this is only coming to you because you're going through this different stage in your life. You're awakening to something that is making you see things a lot different. And I love that. See what I mean? Well, we'll keep the music off because the TV blanked. The card that came out after that. Oh, is missing you, thinking of you. So this is about you and someone, and somebody is definitely, or maybe you thinking about them, but somebody's thinking about you. And I think that this person is someone who made you feel kind of insecure. Maybe they did some things that made you feel like you weren't good enough to be theirs, or good enough to be their only one, or good enough to just be loved the way you deserve to. But you realizing that your insecurities are false, fake news. I have 3 cards that came out. The first one is freedom and surrender. You can see that. The next one is romance, feelings. But then the last one that comes out is energy. Enemy, watch your back. So you're surrendering now that you are, maybe whoever is thinking about you and having these romantic feelings about you, this spiritual awakening that you have gone through or are going through is or has allowed you to realize that you don't have to depend on anyone. You can do by yourself just perfectly fine. Because that self-esteem comes out twice, and I love that. So maybe you're like, okay, that's cool and everything, but I'm going through my own thing where I don't think I need to be held as someone's when I can do it by myself. For this to be watch your back, that I need to see what that is because that's crazy. And every one that comes out that has to do with you freeing yourself and having this new awakening is by the water. Even the romance feeling. So you could be dealing with a water sign. You could be a water sign. Let's see what your tarot got to say. This is my rainbow tarot. We might not make it to the self-care deck. I don't know. I'm not feeling too confident about this lightning and this thunder. And if my AC go out again tonight, and I just showered too, I took the best shower. I don't want to sweat in my sleep. Yeah. I'm going, oh yeah, they going at it again, huh? All right, what's the energy for romance for Monday, July 20th? One more, and I'm pulling from the top. All right. First one we have is the 4 swords. Next one we have is the 3 of cups. Next one we have is the Queen of Wands. I'm going to pull 7 because 7 came out for the oracle. Next one I have is the Fool, who will be clarified by the King of Cups. Then I have the Page of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. Bottom of your deck, oh my God. Bottom of the deck is the 9 of Cups. All right, so my first one is your 4 of Swords, which is for me, this is, I feel like there's like this communication style that happens here where you guys are, you're looking for someone, you're looking for someone who can communicate with you honestly to give you that stability. You want to feel like if I'm involved with you, we need to have honesty, and I need this to be a solid foundation. I need this to be exactly no, we're not playing no games, no holes, no, you know what I mean? Like don't lie to me type shit. But then I have here the 3 of Cups comes out, so this lets me know that maybe someone has a third party, and this middle cup is handing out of the way that the way that this card looks is the one in the middle is the the one who has the 2 people on the side, and the 2 people on the side are pouring into this one cup, right? So the rainbow could be this representation of how the two cups together give this one cup in the middle the ability to stand out front and just be like, yeah, I am, yeah, mm, I am loved on both sides. I get all my fulfillment from these two cups, and I don't have to give much because they're giving to me. Your energy though gives me Queen of Wands, and you're like, I'm not sure I want to deal with that. So I'm going to head out because this is not what you want. This is what puts people in this insecure mentality. But you in this awakening and this surrender to just your self is going to give you the freedom to move forward. And that for me is how I feel like the Fool is clarifying that, because the Fool is where you have that's under this came out under this card. So the surrender and the freedom for the Fool to match up under it is giving confirmation that when you decide to tell them, I'm going to go ahead and head out and y'all can do what y'all doing over here, you're going to be gone. This is the King of Cups, who pairs with my romance and feelings. And for you to take the full energy and the freedom and the new leap, I feel like this is when you decide to give to yourself. You give everything that you require from someone else to yourself. You become the King of Cups. The last one that comes up was the Page of Pentacles and your Six of Swords, right? They are the ones who lined up with the enemy. Watch your back. Your Page of Pentacles sometimes can mean that someone is offering it's a very small offering for you because the page is tiny, or it could be like a new beginning. But here it's giving me that someone's giving you a very small offering compared to what you deserve. Right. So that here, take my tiny little offer. You can have it if you want it. It's all yours. I promise you can have it. I will give it to you. But it's not the full pentacle. It's not, there's nothing but a page. So the Six of Swords is you are standing on your word that I'm gonna head out. Six of Swords is you getting on your boat and you're heading away. So if it comes, this has to clarify this enemy card. Maybe your Six of Swords is you walking away. And while you're walking away and it says watch your back, is because someone is going to making some kind of maybe a deceptive plan to be in your energy again. But I feel like you're going to stick by your word, stick by what you're doing, and you're going to keep that spiritual awakening that you had and that realization and know that you don't have to, and you're going to keep going. And that's what Nine of Cups is going to be, where you get to give yourself that fulfillment, even if it's just for you, by you, to you. That's what I got for your love energy. Yeah. And that means we have time, hopefully, to do our self-care pull. And then I thought about, even if it does go out, I got my lights that I got from TikTok. I could still have light. There shall be light. So for my self-care, I'm using my Jack-o'-lantern tarot. And the oracle I chose for was the I Don't Care oracle. I don't know why, but the readings I've been getting and seeing, and even like little horoscopes online, there is this energy of people not really giving, well, I'll say Taurus specifically, because I get a lot of those that pop up, not really giving a whole lot of care about much people, things that they thought were like important in their life. That is a self-realization that you don't have to. All right. We're going to do the Oracle deck first. Your I Don't Care Oracle. The one that comes out. Take care of yourself. Give yourself a self-care day. Sit in the tub, get a candle, read a book, listen to a book. Surround yourself with some beautiful plants, maybe some eucalyptus, some lavender, like some incense, some bath salts. That sounds amazing. And just take care of yourself. And sit there as long as you need to. You got to take some water out and rerun it. Do it. But do as long as you need to. Anything else you need to know for your oracle message? Right? Like that's the only one that wants me to say. And that makes sense because I'm using this as your self-care deck, right? I'm not gonna force it. It don't want to come out. But I will say the bottom of the deck is do what you love. That's all I'm gonna say. So we're gonna use our Jack Lantern tarot, which I know awkward, odd for self care, more like Halloween, but whatever. All right, what do we have for our self care messages? Take care of yourself. I mean, that's right to the point, right? The Magician. If ever someone can make self care beautiful and possible, it is a magician, because a magician is someone who takes all the resources they have and they make what they want come to fruition. They make what they want come possible, and you only can do that is if you are allowing yourself to be in a clear space where you can dedicate time to yourself and your craft to allow you to be the best that you can be. Clarifying, my magician, going to be the Nine of Wands, because there may have been that you've had to go through a lot of times that made you very guarded. So you had to put up these boundaries where you didn't want anybody to cross into it, because when you did let boundaries down, people did things that made you realize, I'm sick of this shit. Your Nine of Wands is also your wounded warrior energy. So you could have been someone who used to give a lot of yourself to someone else or people, and then they abused that, and then you were so drained by giving your energy away that you didn't have enough for yourself. So you put this in these Nine of Wands, like you can't come here. You can't come here. It's like having a bunch of scarecrows. They trying to say you don't come over here. You put up skulls. mm-hmm. You don't come over here and talk to my bath. That's what he said. Don't come mess it up my bath time. Don't come ask me to get in my water. The next one I have is the Two of Swords. I've always not liked blindfolds in tarot, but I feel like this here that there is a truth that's going to be tried to be the truth that's going to be attempted to be told to you, that even though like the way this looks at first glance, it's like there's this dead energy that's trying to hold on to a beautiful woman, but she is still keeping guard with her swords on deck. So even though she can't see, because they're also behind her, because she can't see, and they're blowing all this smoke in the back, even though she can't see what it is, she's always prepared to fight for the truth. She needs to know the truth, because she could easily put the swords down and take the blindfold off. But I feel like this is where she'd rather, instead of confronting somebody about it and going through that whole "you're a liar," instead of doing that, she's like, I'm act like I don't see it, but know that if I got to swing these swords, I'm gonna swing these swords. So if you insist you want to lie on me, if you want to lie to me, if you want to lie about me, that's fine. I don't see it. That's cool. Yeah, of course that's the truth, because you said I believe you, right? But always on guard. Always on guard. I mean, in the back, the ocean is like it blew up. Looks like they blew something up in the ocean over here. Can you see that? Right? Just like get closer. Like the bombs in the water. That's what that looks like to me. Now, mind you, it wasn't doing this all day. I mean, it thundered a little bit earlier, but now that I'm ready to sit down, maybe I should put me to sleep. Now I'm ready to lay down and sit down. I was gonna watch the next episode of Raising Canaan. I might lose power. Sheesh. That's all right. I heard you. One more info from the top. All right, they gave me two. And the ones that come out are your Ace and King of Pentacles. What I will say is these two right here give me the energy of what I want, I get. And you get it because it's handed to you, because you are worthy. When you take care of yourself, Anything that you want to go for, anything you want to accomplish, that magician energy also allows you. So it's like it's given to you because you put in the work for it. So that the universe, like, yeah, you deserve this. Take that. You can have that. Then you get to sit all nice and pretty with your money and your new robes, and you're like, now, mind you, the Two of Swords, they both have on these purple robes, right? So that is also for me royalty. There's also, oh, so was your Nine of Wands. He was also in purple, but that gives me like I want to say like birthright. Like you're supposed, like you were meant to have all the good things in life that you desire because you have good karma. You're a good person. So when you finally decide to take care of yourself and stop giving to everyone else because you're such a good person, you're going to get what you want. You're going to get what you deserve. You're going to get what has been passed down to you ancestrally. And that doesn't have to be money. That could just be that you are now in this energy of loving yourself fully and wholly and realizing that you don't have to keep giving so much of yourself away to where it depletes you. Because if you don't have anything in your cup to give, then you're just an empty vessel, just spitting out little, you're not really giving fully because you don't have anything to give. And when you do, your soul wants to keep that little bit for themselves, but you're so into just like, but they need assistance. Don't. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Take care of yourself. One more? We'll do one more. Came out. Flip back over. Oh, there you go. Who is you? Ace of Wands. I love me some good aces. So your Ace of Wands is like I said, they are handing you. The universe is giving you what you want. They're handing you the pentacles. They're handing you the whatever you want to go for. They're moving it towards you. Like everything is coming to you because of that magician energy in the beginning of the reading. He's manifesting everything he wants and he gets it because you took care of yourself. Bottom of the deck. So now you get to watch everything that you work for, which includes anything you put your mind to, come to fruition, and it grows so beautifully. I love that. So maybe purple is your favorite color because that's not in every card. No, let me take that back. It's in a lot of cards, but not in every card. So for all these people to have on purple, besides the magician who was in red, I love that. So maybe your favorite color is purple. But that's what we have. We got done. We did it. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get this uploaded before I lose internet too. And then that's all. So if you are here for this, thank you for being here. Yeah, that's about it. Know that you are loved.